The drill you're about to see right now is a ball toss drill between a parent and a player. The idea is just to warm up your serve by warming up that throwing action. All you need is two people and a ball. Here we go. That's good. Now, when we feel like we've kind of warmed up our shoulder enough, we can kind of take some steps back to the doubles line, kind of widen this out a little bit more. There we go. Give yourself a little bit more challenge. Let's say let's take 3 more throws. All right, let's make it even a little bit more of a challenge. Let's back up even a little bit more. All right, let's see if we can get it all the way there. A bad throw. All right, Valerie, let's see it. Can we? Uh-huh. Give it some height, Paul. There you go. Now, I wanted to clarify, when you're doing your partner overhead ball toss, make sure when your child is throwing or your partner is throwing the ball to you that you're looking at their technique. Meaning, notice my shoulders looking at the camera right now, and when I throw, I want to finish with my opposite shoulder facing my partner. So you want to be doing a shoulder to shoulder motion and not one of these when you're doing this drill, okay? This is working on your rotation, all right? The second thing I want you to make sure you're doing is we're not doing baseball. We're practicing our tennis service motion. So make sure this throw kind of mimics the serve, even on the take back. So drop the ball in your hand, go in through your motion, and throw. So, you catch, drop and turn back, and you throw. And we even want to utilize this left arm. So we catch, get into our stance, and we throw, okay? We want to replicate this throwing motion to look just like the serve. All right, in this service drill, parent or player put down 3 cones. One by the center line, middle of the half, and one out here by the singles. It's another throwing drill. Again, we're still warming up our service action with a throw. Paul is going to demonstrate how we're going to do this. But basically, we're going to just kind of go from one to the other to the last one, and then just repeat that process a couple of times. Okay? All right, here we go. All right, Paul. Go ahead and start throwing from the end, the middle, okay, and then the out. Perfect. So with this drill, we can progress it, like with most. So they started off throwing from the service line. Now, after a couple of throws, we're going to move back to no man's land. And Paul is going to show us some throws doing the exact same thing. And then after we kind of do that, we're going to move back to the baseline. And then after that, we'll grab our rackets. Here we go. In this next service drill, the player is actually going to have their racket. And so we're going to follow that same theme where we start at the service line, hit some serves with your racket this time, move to the middle of the court, and then finish off the progressions at the baseline. Paul's going to demonstrate. Now you're still going to want to still have the same idea, keep going, of aiming for a cone. Start to the far left, to the outside, to the middle, finish with the end. Here you go. My bad. Hold on. And we'll break things down. And so we'll kind of go to the place where their technique is breaking down and have them start like that. So we're gonna go from L, scratch, turn, make sure we have better turns and goes. All right, here we go. Start your L. All right, do it again. Don't be late to get to that flat position. Now, at any point in these earlier progressions in which, let's say, hey, you don't like the technique, something's breaking down, we can always have them maybe, instead of doing a full swing, have them start at the position at where the technique's breaking down. So whether it's the L, whether it's the scratch, whether it's they're not rotating well, we can do things of this nature where we can go right to the problem and start working on this drill from there. The focal point when we're doing these progressions, especially these non-jump type of serves, is that we're really focusing in on the arm, all right, and the hand. So when I was over there earlier, I kind of had him start at the L instead of doing his full motion, because he had a great start, had a great take back, but from his L to his scratch, I didn't like how that was looking. So right now, he's starting at his L, he's scratching, and now doing his swing. All right, so we've put the cones on the other half again. Remember, when you're doing your service drills, you want to constantly be going from the deuce to the ad. You don't want to just practice one side of the court, hit 100 balls, but you forgot to practice on the other side. Now we're going to be moving into the next drill where we're still serving. We're going to progress this, starting at the service line, start hitting some serves from the middle of the court, and then back to the baseline. For the first couple of things, we have not jumped. Now we're going to start jumping for this serve. Paul's going to demonstrate. Little Paul, back up. Let me see this racket. So remember, when you're hitting this, man, you want to make sure that when you look how high it is. All right, right now you're about right here. Pushing there, get it up, and then extend out. All right, now, so after you've gone through practicing your throws to warm up your service action, doing your serves with no jump, hitting serves with the jump, and following your progression, starting close, moving all the way back, then proceed to just kind of work on hitting balls from the baseline, in which you hit 5 balls to the outside, and then you hit 5 balls to the middle of the court, and then 5 balls up the tee. And you're going to do that on both the deuce and the ad. And when I say hit 5 balls, it's not just hit 5, have 5 efforts, but actually make 5 and then move on. And then as your service gets better, increase the amount you need to make before you move on to the next shot. So these are a couple of service drills. These are some basic service drills to kind of help you master your foundations, master hitting the serve with consistency, and hopefully you and your parent or your peer can have fun.